In an episode of Shark Tank Season 2, 26 years old Ajinkya Dhariya asks for 50 lakh investment in his startup PadCare for a 2% stake and eventually gets 1 crore overall from 4 sharks by diluting 4% of his stake. His valuation remaining the same as he asked for in the beginning of the show, 25 crore. The question is, did the sharks end up paying a lot for this deal, or was the deal actually worth it? This and more analysis on this pitch in this video powered by PrivateCircle Research. So what we learn in the episode is that PadCare has one of its kind sanitary pad disposal solution, including products that enable safe disposal of used pads on one hand to even bigger machines to recycle the used pads on the other hand. Ajinkya says that over the last few years, he has availed around 2 to 2.25 crore of government grant and some more money from private foundations like Tata Trusts that helped him build these machines and solutions. He also shares that so far he has been able to onboard about 150 clients. That's impressive, including corporates like Facebook. In FY 2022, he says he did a business of over 1 crore with a loss of about 5%. Let me quickly cross-check these figures on PrivateCircle Research. Well, the numbers as per data filed by PadCare, they're a little different. I can see that the FY22 revenue is at a little over 80 lakh and PAT is at minus 20%. To be honest, I will go with these PrivateCircle Research numbers because they originate from credible government sources, including the MCA. Let me quickly see what profit margins typically look like for startups working in the area of waste management and recycling. So here I have all the 2.7 million unlisted companies in India. Let me narrow it down to 1.4 lakh profile companies for which PrivateCircle Research has those details available that I need right now for my screening. Most importantly, revenue and PAT figures is what I'm looking at. Let me narrow this list down to only waste management and recycling companies. So now we have reached a manageable list of 736. Given that PadCare's last reported sales was around 80 lakh, I'm going with PC numbers now. That is 8 million rupees. Let me keep in my list only companies that did revenue between say 1 million to max 100 million, basically between 10 lakh to 10 crore of sales. So now we have about 268 companies. Great. If I sort these by year of incorporation, then I can see that a bunch of them are pretty old. So for a good comparison with PadCare, let me keep in my list only companies that were say started in the last 10 years. Wow, now we have 141 results, not bad. Let me also quickly filter out any listed company or any inactive company that may have found its way in this list. Alright, cleaner list. In fact, let me just clean up the view and remove some of the columns that I don't really need for this analysis. Alright, great. Let me also just save this shortlist like this so that I don't have to repeat these steps in case I need to come back to look at this screened list that I just created. Now, if I download this data and take it to Google Sheets to draw a chart, to see how the PAT margin looks across industries, I get something like this. Very interesting. So most companies seem to be in the close to zero PAT range, right? And looking at this chart, it does look like a minus 22% PAT is somewhat a sub-average case. And this means that PadCare can probably do better and try to operate around zero profit margin, if not outright profitable. Maybe the 5% burn rate that Ajinkya mentions in the show is a later figure and not of FY22. And if that's the case, maybe he has already improved his margins. Good for him. Going back to the topic of valuation, Ajinkya says in the episode that he has had some prior rounds of funding. Again, let me see what PrivateCircle Research has on this. Interesting. I can see here in PrivateCircle Research dashboard that Ajinkya has gone ahead and raised another 5 crore this month already. The equity diluted is undisclosed, so not sure what the new valuation is. But hey, this is fantastic nevertheless. Okay, so from this 137 company list that I had generated, let me quickly find some that were valued recently to see what their trailing revenue multiple looks like. I will go to the deal screener here and apply some filters again to create a shortlist. So I think these deals are now good to compare. Now if I put together a graph for their trailing revenue multiple, It looks like 30x that PadCare asked for, and God is clearly on the higher side, man. Looking at this, it looks like the sharks could probably have negotiated a bit. Maybe. Anyway, so hope you liked the analysis and please feel free to do yours too. PrivateCircle Research is available to try out for free, and I really hope more cause-based startups like PadCare keep raising more capital at good valuations and are able to scale up and solve these real-world problems that we have today. I will be back with another analysis soon. If there is any specific pitch that you would like me to analyze, just let me know in the comment. Take care.